Welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. You're watching the campus television channel of Don Bosco College, Kottayam. This lecture is on the prescribed syllabus of 6th semester BA English Literature and Language. Paper is Women's Writing. Welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. In this lecture, I am going to deal with the chapter Shakespeare and His Sister, which is written by Virginia Woolf. This is part 1 of the lecture on the chapter Shakespeare and His Sister. Virginia Woolf, birth year is 1882 and death year is 1941. Virginia Woolf is a prolific writer of the 20th century. Ranked by critics among the modernists, she is the first woman writer who has adopted a female aesthetic for her writings. She belonged to the Bloomsbury Group. About this Bloomsbury Group, this was an influential group of associated English writers, intellectuals, philosophers, and artists. A relatively loose association of like-minded people rather than an organized body of opinion. It has possibly acquired more significance and solidity than it warrants. Centered at first on 46 Gordon Square, Bloomsbury, which became the home of the artist Vanessa Bell and her sister Virginia Woolf. The other members of this group, John Maynard, E. M. Foster, Lytton Strachey, Geoffrey Keynes, Leonard Woolf, David Garnett, Duncan Grant, Clive Bell, and Roger Fry. All these members, they lived, worked or studied together near Bloomsbury, London, during the first half of the 20th century. Now Virginia Woolf ran the Hogarth Press along with her husband Leonard Woolf. Her novels, To the Lighthouse, Three Guineas and Mrs. Dalloway, showed her dexterity as a writer of artful poetic prose. In October 1928, Woolf was invited by the Arts Society of Newham College and the ODTA, that is the Literary Society at Girton College, to deliver 2 lectures on women and fiction. So she considered her visit as a part of a continuing struggle for women's empowerment. So this lecture was regarding women's empowerment. These lectures have later given shape to the book titled A Room of One's Own, that was published in the year 1929, in which she reconstructs the cultural and literary history of women writers and the socio-political conditions in which these women have written. Now this excerpt, that is Shakespeare and His Sister, this is an excerpt from a long form essay, that is A Room of One's Own. That is an argument put forth by Virginia Woolf posits that women could never have written the plays of William Shakespeare. The given excerpt, Shakespeare and His Sister, is taken from Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own. Woolf, by means of her unique imaginative skill, creates a fictional sister for Shakespeare called Judith Shakespeare, who is deprived of access to cultural and intellectual domains. Woolf is provoked by a declaration made by a bishop that it was impossible for any woman, past, present, or to come, to have the genius of Shakespeare. As clarification, he added that cats do not, as a matter of fact, go to heaven. though they have souls of a sort. Woolf structures these statements logically. She says, cats do not go to heaven. Women cannot write the plays of Shakespeare. This is what Bishop meant, according to Virginia Woolf. These strange propositions haunt her so much that she engages in a highly critical banter which exposes the double standards maintained in the society and the unequal treatment meted out to women. In this lecture, we discussed about Virginia Woolf, about the Bloomsbury Group, and we have seen an introduction to Shakespeare and his sister. Do the given exercise and submit on time. Thank you.